to Midday Update with me, Antra Bose. Coming up are the headlines for today. Price of Oman oil approaches 96.
You've just heard the live feed.
Omani Economic Association announces winning researchers. Citizen airlifted to hospital in Oman. Russia-Ukraine crisis, where different countries stand currently. 31st Southeast Asian Games to open despite COVID-19. Lahore Qalandars win Season 7 of Pakistan Cricket Super League. Those were the headlines. We'll take a short commercial break and we'll be back with you with the COVID-19 updates and the local stories for the day. Stay tuned.
The advancement of the Fourth Industrial Revolution has given rise to a digital economy where humans and machines collaborate to leap ahead on innovation and profitability through the use of artificial intelligence. In the banking and financial sector, Nebula AI can enable applications to boost risk management, improve data-backed decisions and security, and enhance customer experiences. Banks could automate routine tasks, accelerate risk calculations and fraud detection, and enhance customer service with conversational AI. AI is changing all the rules of how companies operate. Let us help you get there.
Oman's largest online supermarket now has no minimum order limit. From grocery to household items, Rafiq has everything that you want. Enjoy worry-free shopping with over 8,000 products to choose from and get it delivered straight to your doorstep. Rafiq, you order, we deliver.
We at TTV are coming up with a new show. In which we'll be discussing about retail, hospitality, aviation, education, and various other sectors so that you keep abreast of all the latest updates in the country. So let's talk every Monday at 8 p.m.
Welcome back now for the COVID-19 updates. 2 new COVID-19 related deaths have been registered in the Sultanate, taking the total death because of COVID-19 to 4,244. In addition, as many as 863 new cases of coronavirus were registered, which brings the total number of positive COVID-19 cases to 382,244. The ministry added that 1,473 new cases have recovered, bringing the total number of recoveries to 368,677. Now for the local stories. Oman oil price is seen approaching 96 USD on Monday. According to Oman News Agency, the official price of Oman oil on Dubai Mercantile Exchange for April 2022 delivery reached $95.87. Today, the price witnessed an increase of $3.19 compared to Friday's price of $92.68 on the DME. Omani Economic Association has announced the results of the winning researchers within its Economic Research Award, Oman News Agency said. Dr. Faisal Al-Tahir Mohammed won first place in the category of researchers holding a master's and doctorate for his research, the sustainability of fiscal policy and the stability of the Omani economy. Dr. Nasir bin Hamid Al-Harasi won second place in this category for his research in the field of foreign investment. In the category of researchers with a bachelor's degree and university and college students, Majid bin Abid Al-Kharusi won second place for his research titled The Optimal Level of Government Expenditure in the Sultanate of Oman. The Royal Air Force of Oman has conducted a medical evacuation for a citizen who was suffering from a critical health condition. The Royal Air Force of Oman and the government of Musandam carried out through a military aircraft a medical evacuation of a female citizen whose health condition required her to be transferred quickly by helicopter from Khasab Hospital in the Musandam Governorate to Sohar Hospital in North Al-Batana Governorate to receive the necessary specialized treatment, the Ministry of Defense said in a statement. With that, we'll take a short commercial break and we'll be back with the international stories and the sports news. Stay tuned.
The advancement of the Fourth Industrial Revolution has given rise to a digital economy where humans and machines collaborate to leap ahead on innovation and profitability through the use of artificial intelligence. In the banking and financial sector, Nebula AI can enable applications to boost risk management, improve data-backed decisions and security, and enhance customer experiences. Banks could automate routine tasks, accelerate risk calculations and fraud detection, and enhance customer service with conversation there.
Oman's largest online supermarket now has no minimum order limit. From grocery to household items, Rafiq has everything that you want. Enjoy worry-free shopping with over 8,000 products to choose from and get it delivered straight to your doorstep. Rafiq, you order, we deliver.
We at TTV are coming up with a new show. In which we'll be discussing about retail, hospitality, aviation, education, and various other sectors so that you keep abreast of all the latest updates in the country. So let's talk every Monday at 8 p.m.
Welcome back. Now for the international stories, the Russia-Ukraine crisis. Ukraine has agreed to talks as Russia places its nuclear forces on alert. Meanwhile, earlier today, Russia announced it was taking necessary actions to preserve sovereignty. Myanmar on Monday extended support to the Russian military operations against Ukraine, calling it necessary to preserve the sovereignty of Russia. First, in my opinion, in the situation with Ukraine, Russia is taking the necessary actions to preserve and strengthen its own sovereignty. Second, Russia, as a great power, ensures the balance of world forces, which allows maintaining world peace, a spokesperson for the Myanmar military Major General Zhao Minthun was quoted as saying. He expressed hope that Russia will be able to uproot modern colonialism, pointing out that US is moving closer to the Russian borders in order to undermine Russia's sovereignty. The Russian actions have faced immense criticism, especially from the Western countries. A number of countries, including the US, the UK, Germany, and France, among others, have announced fresh rounds of sanctions on Russian individuals and financial institutions. Zhao Minthun emphasized that the actions of the Russian leadership are aimed at protecting national interests and demonstrating the unity of the Russian people. Zhao Minthun recalled how Western countries had financed opposition forces in Myanmar and said that the current Ukraine crisis was caused by unwillingness on the part of the US to provide Russia with security guarantees. Earlier in the day, sources also said that Brazil will not condemn Russia's special military operations in Ukraine. Brazilian President Jair Bolsonaro said that his country will not back a United Nations Security Council resolution condemning Russian President Vladimir Putin for launching a military operation in Ukraine and maintain a neutral stance. No sanctions or condemnation of President Putin. The vote of Brazil is not determined and is not associated with any power. Our free vote will be cast in this direction. Our stance with Brazilian Foreign Minister Carlos Alberto Franca is a balance, and we cannot interfere. We want peace, but we cannot allow the consequences to affect Brazil, Bolsonaro said during a press conference in Sao Paulo on Sunday evening. Meanwhile, the Australian government announced that it would be providing equipment and resources to Ukraine. According to a government statement issued on Monday, Australia would work with NATO to provide lethal as well as non-lethal military equipment, medical supplies, and financial assistance to support the people of Ukraine. Australia said it was deeply concerned at Russia's brutal invasion of Ukraine and held the President, the Foreign Minister, and Defense Minister directly responsible for the invasions. Australia instituted financial sanctions and travel bans on senior members of Russia's government and more than 350 individuals over the weekend. Now, talking about the currency, the Russian ruble plunged almost 30% against the dollar on Monday after sanctions imposed by Western states. According to reports, the currency on Monday was as low as 117.81 against the dollar in offshore trading. Senior members of the Russian government, including the president, have been hit with sanctions, while there were pledges to cut off a number of banks from the SWIFT interbank payment system. There have been many threats of further sanctions if Russia does not stop its invasion of Ukraine. In addition, Canada's Transport Authority said it would be launching a review after an Aeroflot flight allegedly violated a ban on Russian flights using Canadian airspace. On Sunday, Canada joined a number of European countries to close airspace to Russian aircrafts due to the ongoing invasion. Belarus is also set to renounce its non-nuclear and neutral status, allowing Russia to place nuclear weapons on its territory following a referendum held on Sunday. With that, we'll move on to the sports stories. The 31st Southeast Asian Games, the region's biggest sporting event, will be held in Vietnam from May 12th to 23rd this year, organizers said on Monday. The Games will feature 40 sports with 526 events attracting around 10,000 participants, organizers announced at a press conference. The Vietnamese capital Hanoi will be the main venue alongside 11 neighboring localities. Originally scheduled to take place in November 2021, the biennial event was postponed due to the COVID-19 pandemic in Vietnam and the wider region. During this year's event, anti-pandemic measures will be applied in line with the COVID-19 situations in Vietnam and other participating countries and regions, according to the organizers. Competitions may be held with limited or no spectators, they added. The Lahore Qalandars won Season 7 of the Pakistan Super League cricket tournament on Sunday night, beating Multan Sultans in the final by 42 runs. Lahore skipper Shaheen Shah Afridi won the toss and elected to bat first at the Gaddafi Stadium in the country's eastern city of Lahore. The Qalandars faced trouble at the start of their innings after they lost 3 top-order batsmen for just 25 runs. Mohammad Hafiz and Harry Brook shared a partnership of 58 and managed to bring their team out of pressure. David Wise joined Brook after Hafiz was caught out on 69 and made 28 of just 8 balls to help his team set a total of 180 runs at board. Defending champions Multan Sultans faced trouble throughout their run chase by losing consistent wickets. Right-handed batsman Khushdil Shah was their only player to make more than 30. The Multan Sultans remained under pressure during their complete innings and went all out for 138 after 19.3 overs. Those are all the local, international and sports stories for the day. For more updates, stay tuned and keep watching TTV.
You've just heard the live feed from the TTV studios on TFM 95.4. Let's talk.